Hello, welcome to Model Kit Stuff and welcome to this week's Table Talk. My name is Jason, and if you're one of my new subscribers in the last week or so, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the channel, and if you're a longer term subscriber, thank you for sticking around and all the nice comments, likes and things that I get on my videos. It's greatly appreciated, particularly over the last 3 weeks or so when I've been not feeling at my best. So let's start with my health. I finally have an appointment for an ultrasound, so I'm about a month away from that happening. Otherwise, I am feeling generally a little bit better, and we have done some modelling this week. We'll talk about that in a sec. But my health is a little bit up and down. Some days are better than others. Some days I'm more comfortable than others and more able to concentrate. So I'm still not right by any stretch of the imagination. But that doesn't mean there's not stuff going on in the world of model kit stuff. So we did manage to get a couple of videos out this week for the first time. Well, I guess it's been just over a week since you guys last saw a video before this week or so. But for me, I've had a 3-week break from editing videos, so I am proper hand to mouth. So we put out the Armoured Fighting Vehicle paint stand, which is, you can see here, being used as a support for all sorts of stuff. It's a great little tool, and as I think I mentioned, I use it for other things as well. You will see it being used in the Gotha build on the next build update video as well. So it comes in handy for all sorts of things. It got a lot of love. It's quite a handy tool, but it is a bit bulky. So that was the first video, and then we finished off the Chipmunk, and I'm sorry I took many of you by surprise and put it out on a Wednesday. And to be honest, that might be what I start doing with builds, is putting them out midweek. I know I've always had this rigid Saturday and then we swapped it for Friday. But the truth of the matter is, on those Friday night is my sort of designated modelling night. That's when I get to do whatever I want, uninterrupted. I don't even cook tea on a Friday. It's the only day of the week I don't cook tea. So that is very much my time. And when I put the video out, I then sit there, we go live, and I really enjoy that. But it's eating into my modelling time. So if I put it out in the middle of the week, I can sit and watch TV with the headphones in and chat to everyone, and it's not eating into my modelling time. So that is a win-win. So I quite enjoyed it going out on a Wednesday. I got to be honest, I checked with Peter Oxley, make sure that I wasn't clashing with anything he had planned, because I like to watch his videos as much as anything, although generally I tend to get to him just after and catch him up. But his videos go out Monday, and I think he said he was playing around with Sunday as well. So I'm aiming to sort of do them midweek, Wednesday, but if I'm not ready Wednesday, it might be Thursday. And if I'm not ready for then, I might even do it Friday, although that's less likely. So it's really make sure that you see my notifications. So if you're not sure how you do that, once you've hit subscribe, you've got some options. And if you hit the little bell, that means you should get notified for everything. And then you can pick and choose what you want to watch from there. So I'd recommend doing that if you haven't, just because I am not being too rigid with when they come out. It's sort of when they're ready, if they're ready, and that's the way that's just going to be, because it's gonna help with my stress levels a little bit. The other thing that we are definitely going to do, though, is keep the table talk on a weekend. Now, we're going to do them on a Saturday. They work quite well on a Saturday. I get quite a lot of response to them. So, yeah, it seems like a good thing to do and a good day to do them. So we'll keep that on that slot. I record this on a Friday lunchtime. So this is lunchtime Friday. That gives me time to join it together, create the thumbnail for it, and bang it, upload it and bang it out. So that works okay. Friday, try to keep that a quiet day at work. Doesn't always go to plan though. But yeah, so that's what we did last week. What's coming up next week? Well, we have a Wingnut Wings first impression. I can't remember which one it is because I've done two and a sort of a third. The third one being the comparison of Wingnut Wings and CSM, which I have recorded. So that just needs to be edited together and will probably go out the week after. So yeah, that's in the bag. We have done some modelling, so we'll talk about that next, I think. I've done a little bit on the Gotha, not much. We're working on these little frames which go on the inside of the cockpit, but you attach them onto the cockpit structure before you put the fuselage around it. So I've done the wood, and we're now doing the detail painting on that. So lots of different little colours going on. So we did a little bit of that last weekend, and we also got some painting done on our commercial build. So anything that's pink is going to be red, and anything that's grey is going to be grey, basically. We also got the trailer for it knocked together, as you can see. And that's been primed again in pink, and this ultimately will be black actually. So this weekend the plan is to get the top coats on, get it assembled. So yeah, quite happy with the progress of that, and during the course of next week I'm going to start stitching together the build diary. I did want to have got one out by now, but with me having a break, that's not happened. But we'll do Gotha next week, and then the week after we'll get the commercial build. Now, while I'm talking commercial build, I know a few of you out there have got involved with our group build. We're really grateful for that, and I know one or two people have finished and got that over the line, or are nearly at that point where it's over the line. Can I remind you, once you've finished it, take some photographs, 4 or 5 photographs maybe, and email them to me at modelkitstuff@gmail.com. And what I'm going to do is everyone who built along with the commercial vehicles, even if they were not had a YouTube channel and sharing the builds, you can send me your finished pictures, and we'll put a little video together and showcase what everyone did during the commercial group build. I have also been talking to Rob about doing another live stream. I'm not sure. The trouble is I tend to be worse in the evening than I am in the day, health-wise. I go a bit downhill in the evening. It gets a bit more of a struggle, and so I'm not sure how possible that is yet, but I'm not going to rule it out. So that's sort of what's coming up next week. What? You'd like to know what that is? Oh, okay then. So, 2 years after Trumpeter released its 1 to 200 Scharnhorst, which they fluffed a little bit. Actually, the kit itself in the main is not too bad from the deck up. The hull, they've actually used that for a sister ship, and as a result, there's quite a bit of work to do on the hull. If you're interested in that, then I have 3 videos around the Scharnhorst kit, a first impressions, and then a close look at the hull and a close look up at the upper works. It's quite an early video. I think I was the first person on YouTube to get that video out, and it's an early video for me, so the sound quality is not great. It's not to my current standard. And the filming's not great, but you get the general idea. The hull is pants, but the rest of it's good, except for they got the capstan's orientation wrong on the bow. Other than that, Anyway, go and watch those videos if you're interested. This, however, 2 years after the kit comes out, is the upgrade set from Mark 1. Now this in the UK is going to set you back about 320 quid. In fact, that's the cheapest I've found it in the UK. Currently on stock in Hannants. I'm not sure that anyone else in the UK has it at the moment, but I got a notification that this had come into stock, ordered it about a day, maybe 2 days later, had it a day after that, so I'm probably amongst the first in the UK to have this. This being the full set, you get quite a lot of stuff in it, and we'll take you through that in a sec. They do have other options, as always, with Mark 1. They do a sort of a value set. You get less turned brass, less etch, but all the main components, in fairness. But if that's too rich for you, they do like an armament set, and they do a mast set. I think they do something else, I can't remember what it is. So you do have options, but I've had a quick look in here. We will perhaps do a first impressions or something of it, just to review it. And I'll probably do that during the course of next week, I would think. What we've got in here is, well, I'll read it out to you, 95 pieces of turned metal parts. So that includes all your gun barrels as well. Most of them brass, the main gun's aluminium to save weight, obviously. One printed coloured etch fret, and most of those are life buoys, but they've got the Scharnhorst printed on them. They look quite good, so that's nice. 20 detailed photo etch parts. By that they mean frets, 20 frets. All sorts of bits and pieces on there, everything you can think of, including new steel decks with improved patterns, improved railings, a lot of stuff for the boats as well, so pretty good. 131 3D printed parts. So I think if you get the value pack, you get about 45 of those. But even in the value pack, you get the correction to the capstans, and you get a new 3D printed funnel cap, which looks absolutely lovely. I don't think you get all of the gun emplacements. They've got all the anti-aircraft gun emplacements in 3D print. They also have, I'm not sure if it's in the value pack, but I think it might be, you also have a 3D printed interior and cockpit frame for the aircraft, which is quite nice. Metal chain, which looks dreadful in fairness, and a wooden deck, which they've damaged because they packed it poorly. But we'll talk all about that in there. Now I have that, I'm going to build it. So I've got a few things in the pipeline I need to flush out, as it were, and then we're going to build it. I had a look around, and virtually no one has touched this. Certainly on YouTube, there is one build straight out of the box without any corrections. Done a nice job of building it, painting it, but that's about it. So I guess like most people, I guess most people like me have been waiting for the upgrade set so they can make something meaningful of it. So now I've got this. That's yeah, that looks like something I want to do, because Scharnhorst is a nice little ship. German ships are always of interest to people. So is Large Scale. So is Trumpeter. There isn't many about. Ticks all the boxes, doesn't it? So yeah, rather than do yet another Bismarck, we'll do the Scharnhorst. So as soon as the Queen Mary 2 is done, that will be the next ship build. Now there's a lot of planning goes into this from my part, because I need to go through the instructions, rework the sequence, then work out what etch from the kit and from this that I want to put into each one of those sections, cross-reference the numbers with the part numbers, put it all on a big spreadsheet. Yeah, I need a little bit of time to sort that out. But yeah, so look out for that. Maybe a couple of weeks' time you'll see that. I'm not going to put myself under pressure to rush out and show people it, but you now know I've got it. So yeah, that is it. I don't actually have much more to talk about. There's not much happened in the garden. We had an invasion of slugs, but other than that, nothing much, and nothing else happening family-wise. So This weekend, I'm going to try and push on with the commercial vehicle build, and then we're going to hop back onto adding some more GOTA content. Want to get that fuselage put together, and then we're back on the Queen Mary 2 and pushing that along quite a bit so that we can get to the Scharnhorst. So lots going on. I'm feeling much better about getting at the modelling bench, but I'm only going to do what I can do. We'll take it easy, and the videos will come out as and when they're ready. So I'm not going to guarantee the days, so hit that notification bell to make sure you get them. Okay, thank you for joining me. Enjoy your modelling, take care, and I'll see you very soon. I know it's a bit short, but it was action-packed, wasn't it? See you for now. Bye.